Good morning, ladies. Happy Monday. How are you? I hope you have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And for those of you who've got colds and bugs and flus, I hope you're feeling a lot better. I certainly am. We had a very, very peaceful, very restful, lots of fires. Just very, very chilled weekend, and it was lovely. Thank you. And it was also my wedding anniversary yesterday, and we didn't do anything big other than just go and see the boys for lunch and relax, and it was perfect. And I'm so happy to see the sun shining again today. It's bright in my eyes. And I wanted to share a conversation I had with James actually this weekend with you. And it pertains to the first Joy Code, the one that landed last month, all around dreaming and unleashing the power of your dreams. Because really the dreams to me have been this fuel to galvanize me to keep going, to know the direction in which I'm heading. And I was talking about dreams with James this weekend as I was lying in bed surrounded by tissues. And I just said to him, you know, you used to be such a big dreamer. James has always had those incredibly big dreams. In fact, he probably was the first person to teach me big dreams. You know, it was always his big dream to have a big house and to do all of this work on it and, you know, be big and all of these things. It's always been his big dreams. He's a projector in human design, so he can see. He has this great vision. And I said, you know, I haven't heard you talk about kind of like the next big thing for a long time. What's going on? Do you want to share with me your big dreams? You're keeping them from me. I want to know, because I get excited as a generator. I like to respond to other people's dreams. Sometimes I can't see them quite myself. And he said, oh, do you know what? I haven't really been dreaming very much because I can't see the steps of actually achieving them. Whew. And I was just like, oh no, James, that's awful. You know, that's not the way, in my opinion, that we do dreams. And I said, you know, the dream that we have now, we are living the dream that we set ourselves, you know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We have this beautiful house that we have renovated. It was always our dream to have a big renovation project. And we've had multiple renovation projects. We always wanted to have multiple streams of income. We wanted to have sons who were going to the best schools for them, which we have. We've been taking so many incredible holidays. We've got flexible living, flexible working. We are literally living the dream that we set ourselves when we were younger. And I said, but did you imagine that we would have to go through what we went through to get here right now? I said, did you think that it was going to take, you know, a heartbreak and a breakup and, you know, disappointments and shock and all of these things that happened to us in the last 10 years and death? And, you know, I was like, did you see that? Was that part of your plan? And he said, of course not. And I said, no, me neither. So we have to dream without seeing the plan. I said, if you're seeing the plan, I said, James, you know, if you're dreaming and needing to see the steps, I said, you're just creating a plan. That's not a dream. And he was like, oh yeah, you're right. I said, well, go away and think about that and come back and let's talk big dreams again, shall we? Come and tell me what your big dreams are. I was like, my big dream is I really want to have a house with water, somewhere with water, either a stream running by it or on the beach or something. And that had got his juices going. He'd been having a conversation with a friend who's got a property down in Cornwall that he would love to buy. And I was like, I'd love that. It would be like the best party house. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, can we see the steps on how to get there? No, from where we are right now, I've got no idea. But there's this house in Rock that we would love to buy. It's right looking over the sea. And that's where we'd have like the parties and the boys, and it would just be just like, oh my God, can you feel the energy of the boys? We've got no idea how that is going to happen, but that is what dreaming should feel like. You shouldn't be able to see, oh, I don't like the word should. Sorry, I didn't mean to use the word should. A dream comes without a plan. It comes without a plan. It's got to feel that you need some divine inspiration, divine intervention to really, really help you create it. And I think the other thing that I thought about this weekend, not only that, was like make them so big that you can't possibly see the plan, because then it's not a plan. But the other thing that made me think was, actually, I wonder whether we've stopped dreaming because the dream, or James has stopped dreaming because the dream brought so much pain with it. And sometimes maybe on a subconscious level, we prevent ourselves from dreaming because we know what's involved to get there. The hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the pain. But I said to James, you know, look, is it worth it? Was it worth it? I do. I feel it, despite everything that I felt and went through, was it worth going through that? Oh my goodness, yes. I've never been happier. I've never been healthier despite my cold, but I'm here and I'm loving it and we're together and it's wonderful and our boys are happy and they're healthy and we're now able to dream again. So this is my Monday message to you before we move on to the next Joy Code, which I'm going to be recording this afternoon, releasing to you as soon as I can. I've got it all packaged up nicely for you, is to go back to your dreams and go back to Dream Code, the first Dream Code, excuse me, and really just think about your dream. Are you only dreaming if you can see the steps on making it happening? And if that's the case, then you're creating a plan. Double your dream, make whatever it is bigger, bolder, almost impossible. I did an exercise this weekend with one of my coaches and we were talking about figures and money, and she said, right, okay, write down how much money you want to make next year in an income. And I wrote a number down and then she goes, right, now double it. And I was like, that's just ridiculous. And she goes, good, you need to have something and tap into something that seems so impossible that the only way to make it happen is that you need a miracle to make it happen. Tapping into that energy is the big dream energy, where you think it's totally impossible, but that's what makes it magical. That's what gives you the fuel, the desire, the dream, because it's almost too impossible that you can do it all on your own. And that's what makes it exciting. Well, it does for me anyway. So I wanted to leave that with you today. Go back and do the dreaming, make them bigger, make them almost impossible so that you know that you can't, so you just cannot see those steps. If you're seeing steps, it's a plan, it's not a dream. And then come back and share them in the group, come share back them in Voxer. But this is the joy that comes with having that dream that's just so beautiful. Feels good, because the next step is the next step. You only need to know the step in front of you. You don't need to know the whole plan for creating. You just need to know that that's where I'm going, and from where I am right now, this is a step in the right direction. This is a step, this is a step, this is a step. And then looking up and looking at it again and going, am I still in the right way? Is this still my dream? And keeping on going. So I hope you enjoy this lovely Monday message this morning, coming to you with lots of love. See you soon.